guys, we're doing our last full renovation of the year on this lawn. So we've got a helper today. He's carrying out the hollow tine aeration at the moment. Let's take a look. So what we're doing is punching holes in the ground to relieve compaction, improve drainage, and just help the grass develop longer, deeper roots. So he's going up and down, and we're going to crack on, get some scarifying done. Now the reason we're doing this lawn, and this was a brand new lawn laid this year, is unfortunately the heat got too much and they were away on holiday and it wasn't able to get enough water, so it suffered a bit in summer. As you can see, we've got these patches here, which is all fungal, caused by recent humidity, but when the grass is already in a weakened state, it's going to suffer going into autumn, and that's what's happened here. Now the birds are pecking at the ground because they think there are grubs in the ground, but we haven't found any. However, I'm probably going to put something on just as a preventative. So I'm going to crack on and start scarifying, and then we're going to get cleared up, and then we're going to overseed, and then we're going to top dress. Let's crack on. So it's been scarified, it's been aerated, we've cleared it off once, and then we've gone over again with the blower, pointing the blower down, because what it does, it forces the grass to stand up and it clears out the grooves, and wherever the aeration holes are, it will open them up a little bit as well. So we've got the perfect bed for putting our seeds onto. So if we hadn't have blown it again, look how much was left on the lawn. There's at least half a ton's worth there, so it's quite a bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear these off, and then we're going to get the mower, we're going to give it a good mow, then we're going to fertilise, seed, top dress, fleece, etc. Let's crack on. Hey, sorry to interrupt, hope you're enjoying this video. Have you subscribed? If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Over 80% of you guys are not subscribed. Let's crack on. Alright, we have good preparation here. Not bad lines for a 17-year-old. So it's really clean, really open, and the grass is standing up. We want the seeds to drop in nice and easy. We don't want grass that's stuck over, blocking a bit of soil, because all these little blemishes across the lawn are going to affect how it ultimately germinates and how it ultimately looks. So what we're trying to do, we've got this nice and prepped. So I'm going to go and get some fertiliser now. We're going to get some autumn fertiliser on. It's similar-ish to pre-seed, in which it helps the roots to germinate. We don't want anything that's high in nitrogen at this time of the year. Okay, we're going to be using this little hand spreader here. This is also a Scott's. Can't think what it's called, a whirl, a swirl or something. I'll put what it's called on the screen, obviously. It's good because you can extend this out to hold for your wrist to weigh on, and so you can get more fertiliser in and you can do more in one go. But what is better, and this is what's really sold it for me, is just that little spindle in there. It's got the legs on. Now when we spin that, it really does get the seed out really well. So I'm going to be using this for the first time to seed this lawn. So I'm looking forward to doing this. It'll be opened up on maximum, and I'll bet we whiz over this pretty quick. Fingers crossed. Right, so I'm using this Hurrell's HM2 Premium Front Lawn, which has got some creeping grasses, some creeping red fescues, slender red fescues, chewing fescues, brown top bent grass. So we're going to get this in. Just be careful with these. And yeah, I know this is really good, but I don't know how you do it. I did it once by mistake. There's just something you're doing. Do you cut them and then it just like pulls out, doesn't it? Now thankfully there's no borders or anything around this grass, so we can go and just put it down without worrying where it's going to go. Unless one or two will germinate in between the bricks, but I can't see that. So we're on setting 3. We'll see what that's like. If we need more, then we'll go to setting 5. But literally, squeeze the trigger. I can tell straight away it needs to be heavier than that. So I'm going to go on to number 5. This is why I love this tool. This is my new way of seeding. I absolutely love this. It's giving good coverage. It does a really good job. Right, I'll crack on with this. But while I'm doing this, Charlie's going to be getting the compost in the compost spreader. Compost in the compost spreader. And he's going to start going up and down here, because we don't want any more rain, do we? Okay, so we've got good coverage now with the seed. I'm really happy with that little hand spreader. For what it is, 20-30 quid, it's an absolute game changer for me. So what we're going to do now, as he carries on putting the compost dressing on, we're doing quite well. We had 50 bags lined up. I expected 60 bags on this size lawn. And all I'm going to do is using this lute. So all this lute does, it pushes things across the surface. And like so. And instead of being on top of the grass, like so, we want it in between the blades of grass. So we have to do something like that. So it falls down to the ground in between the blades of grass. And you can do the same with a brush or the back of a rake or a lute. And all I do, I just drag. And you can see straight away here where we've dragged it, it's in between the grass, whereas here it's smothering the grass. So what I'm going to do now is put some emerald green onto the lawn. Just going to spray it on. We've got a little bit of mist and rain about at the minute, so it's going to hopefully wash it in. The plan is get this sprayed on, and then while it's watering in, we can put everything back in the van, before we put the fleece on. If it doesn't rain, then we'll get the hose pipe out, we'll just give it a quick whiz over, and we'll take it from there. So this product helps seeds to germinate. It also provides a lot of nourishment for the grass. So it's something you can do whenever you're putting seed on, but it's also something you can do any time of the year, and it helps the grass no end. I'm absolutely shattered, my legs feel like jelly. So we've just been sat down in the van, had a banana. Charlie's just cleaning around the paths now. So we're going to get this fleece on. And we've got 3 rolls of fleece, which should give us enough. And we've got some pegs to put on, so let's get this done. Worth it, but we're done. Looks like snow. So that is it, completed. We've done everything absolutely perfect. Aerated, scarified, blowed, cleared it off, then we blowed again, cleared it off, then we blowed again and cleared it off. I wanted the grass standing up, I wanted all the grooves nice and easily exposed, which is what we've done. Then we've fertilised, overseeded, top dressed, worked it all in with a lute. And then my emerald green went on, but I put a tiny bit of pesticide in with it as well. So if there is any problems underneath, it's going to keep on top of that. Then we've put the fleece on. So now it's just a waiting game. So if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. But you'll get notified every time I produce content like this to try and make your lawns look better. It's dead easy, just press subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and share it with friends. I will be coming back here and I'm going to take the fleece off, and we'll see what it looks like in 2 to 3 weeks time from now. Thanks for watching. See you again.